the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. It's the Ontario Legends eSeries tonight, presented by KOD Disposal. It is something new here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, but what is not new in the booth here? It is Muth in the booth, and right alongside me, it is KR Stolfus. KR, it's the first time for the Ontario Legends eSports Series here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, but a lot of these guys aren't new to being behind the wheel of these little cars.
Oh, they are new for sure. Everyone trying to make do with what they can with the coronavirus going on. But, man, I'll tell you what, these guys might be new in the car, but it's going to be a heck of a fun night here tonight because I've been watching these guys in practice, and they are not afraid to get out there and get after it.
Yeah, a lot of names you're going to see here on the timing and scoring tonight that you may know if you're north of the border or a little bit south here in the United States. You may not know a lot of these drivers, but that's all right. You're going to get to know them over the next 5 weeks here with us. And you know what? No better place than to head to the Las Vegas desert. Right next door, we have a dirt track. On the other side of the street, we have the big, I'm going to call it the NASCAR oval, and a couple miles down the road, it's the Las Vegas Strip here. A lot of these drivers may have never made the trip in real life to Las Vegas, but tonight they're going to be doing the battle here on this 0.3 of a mile little short track. We got heat racing coming up here in just a little bit. Andre right now has that number 7 on top of the speed charts with a 15.913. KR, that is moving here at this little Bullring track with these cars.
Yeah, these little legend cars, they are where iRacing rookies go to cut their teeth. It's the first car you get in that you are able to change the setup in, and somebody has been working on these cars, getting them dialed in for these guys.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. We do welcome everybody in once again here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. With the pandemic going on all around the world, we welcome you in here for a little bit of we're calling it a relaxation and a little bit of mind off of things that are happening all around the world. So we all hope that you do enjoy what's in store here tonight with the Ontario Legends Esport League. Tonight, we got to thank all the people behind the scenes that have made all this come to light right here tonight. It's the McNicolWelding&Fabrication, all the things they do behind the scenes. I saw some of them have already fabricated. McNichol has fabricated some sim rigs up, and they are out there in use tonight. Codwell Banker, Jennifer Hatch. Anybody in the Ontario area needs an agent, head on over to Codwell Banker, type in Jennifer Hatch, and she will be able to fix you up something that you would need, something with a garage preferably that you could stick a legend in. And Thorson's Enclosed Vehicle Transport, transporting all the Legends cars to the tracks here tonight. KR just over that 3-minute window here. It's going to be the last little adjustments for all. I believe it's 36 drivers. That's a lot of drivers here for the Bullring.
It is a large group of drivers, and you know, this track isn't the biggest track in the world either, only 0.3 miles long. And one of the keys to getting around this track quickly is being able to roll through the middle of the corner as fast as possible, and these legend cars are really going to be good at doing that.
So as we get closer and closer to our qualifying session, these drivers will take to qualifying here in just over the 3-minute marker. To be 2 laps, 5 minutes. Best man will sit on the pole for the heat races coming at us here tonight. Nobody will transfer in directly, I believe, from the heat race. I believe we're going to go to a B main to kind of set the field for our A main feature event tonight. But we're going to play our national anthems, and we will be right back here to the Las Vegas Bullring with the Ontario Legends eSeries.
Oh, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome back here, race fans from all over the globe. Qualifying has just opened for the 36 drivers out there tonight. One of the first drivers to take to the track is going to be the number 61 here. And it looks like it's an orange and white snap-on machine. That's going to be Dale Power coming out here onto his first lap. Qualifying tonight, you're going to see him run right around the bottom groove. That's going to be the fast groove for a lot of these drivers. As Power goes down into 1 and 2, he's going to slide out of turn 2 up towards the wall carrier. That's going to scrub a lot of speed on that 61 here.
That it is, and I'm watching the 83 of Andrew Massey as he is out there. He also got a little loose coming off of turn number 2 for his first time lap, but he's going to cross the start-finish line. He sends it off into turns 1 and 2, back up onto the backstretch, and he is trying to lay down his best lap here, this time nice and steady coming off the corner.
Right now, though, Andrew Massey is sitting in the 10th position with that number 83 as he comes back across the line. He'll go to 7th quickest, and he's going to drop like a rock. Right now, the quick time belongs to the 67 of Adam Thorndike. He has that orange, white, and black 67 currently on the provisional pole here tonight. Willie Howells just went out there and laid down the 5th quickest lap time in his number 19, and he is going to drop through the field too, because it looks like the 44 of Darrell Feiss has now inserted himself into the 4th spot.
The 22 machine of Blake Neer, he is out on track in a black, white, and yellow machine. He's going to cross the start-finish line, and Blake Neer, no stranger to the iRacing service. He has been around for a while, and he's going to put that thing on pole with a 15.874.
That's a quick time. It's going to be a lot of drivers headed to try and take down that top time here. 3 minutes left in qualifying as the 63 here of Tommy Dunn in his black and purple machine. The purple Nerf bars on that car are going to stand out here tonight. A lot of these drivers making their first attempt in a league run, I believe, and Tommy going to go to the 7th position as Neer still holds that provisional pole. The number 17 is out here. He just finished up. That's going to be Kenneth McNichol in the 17. He is currently sitting 20th out of the 27 drivers who have taken time here tonight.
Ross Sortino in the 20 machine. He's going to smack the wall, go up and over, land it. No. He landed it.
Kickflip, KR. Kickflip. That's 5 points out of turn number 2.
He's going to reset, and with only having 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in qualifying, still a lot of time here on this very short track to get out there and get your qualifying in.
Right now, he is one of the only drivers. The only other driver currently out on track could be the 75 here of Ronald. He has not had a lap time put in just yet. There he goes now, and it will be the third quickest. So it'll be a one and done for the 75 of Henry and KR. And maybe one and done is going to be the way to go. I'm looking through the timing and scoring, and a couple of guys towards, I'm going to say, the 20th position on back, did go faster on their second lap, but a lot of the top guys, it was one and done. Their first lap was their fastest time of the night.
I'm watching the 60 of Parker Travis, and he literally went all the way up onto the wall through 3 and 4, shot down at the bottom of 4 to start his qualifying effort, and now he is going to loop it around. But that 60 machine looked like he set it up for a one and done kind of lap. Here he is going to try it once again.
Yeah, he'll get one and done now this time because he had spun out of turn 4. He will be able to reset his car and go back to pit road and try it just one more time. Ross in the 20 still out here getting a couple laps. It looks like he's going to loop it around once again, so his second qualifying attempt is going to be negated here tonight. He will start towards the rear of the field in his heat race. Currently, though, KR, 30 out of those, 38 drivers have put in a qualifying attempt here. It looks like the 74 of Kyle Egger is now out there, and he had just gone around in turn 2 himself. So these cars tonight here from Las Vegas, even though it is a very cool track temp, a lot of handling issues so far coming out of the corner.
So far, the 87 of Nicholas Port, he is making his way down onto pit road. He is going to qualify with 30th spot for the moment. But yeah, watching these drivers navigate around in these Legends car, some of these guys, this is the first time they have been in iRacing, the first time they have been in a league race. And so they're just figuring out the limits, I used to go out hot lap, push as hard as I could, figure out when I would spin out and go, I can't go that hard.
Well, it looks like qualifying will end here. It looks like Andre in the 7 going to take the provisional pole for his heat race. Remember, qualifying was just to set the lineup for your heat race. Heat race is coming at us. They will be 10 laps the distance here. These drivers are going to start to grid. It looks like 9 drivers are going to enter the first heat race here tonight. And I'll give them a second just to take to our grid. KR, I'm excited here tonight from the Las Vegas Bullring. It's going to be heat race action. You don't see too many heat races here on the iRacing format, especially on the oval side of things.
Yeah, it's common practice in dirt, asphalt, oval, not so much, but we're going to get to experience that here tonight. And, a very full field of drivers, so it's looking like we're going to have 4 heat races, a C, a B, and maybe even an A. So it's going to be very busy. Like I said, maybe even an A?
Maybe even an A. I like that. We might get there yet tonight. But this is how your starting lineup is going to look tonight here as they start to pull away. Starting lineup here tonight brought to us by Caldwell banker Jennifer Hatch. Starting on row number 1, it'll be the 7 of Andre Forney. Outside him, it'll be Connor James in the number 8 machine. Row number 2, it's going to be Tommy Dunn in the 63 and Brian Neff in the 06 machine. Row number 3 will be James MacArthur and Andrew Massey. Starting on row number 4, it'll be the 11 of Chris Massey and Jennifer Hatch. And I believe starting shotgun to the field, or at least was scheduled to start shotgun to the field, was Nick Ramsey in the 34. But KR, it's the second time around here for these drivers. Next time by, we're going to drop the green flag here for heat race number 1.
That we are. These little Legends cars, they got their motorcycle engines all warmed up. Tires are trying to get warmed up as they are working that wheel back and forth. Pace truck down and away, Roger. It's time to get the butterflies out of your stomach because here we go.
Yeah, for the first time ever here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, the Ontario Legends eSeries machines are going to take the green flag. There it is. Green flag is waving. 10 laps the distance for heat race number 1. Down into corner number 1, the 7 there of Andre. Got that inside power move. The inside seems like it's going to be the place to be. Here comes Connor looking in turn 3. He will not be able to make the pass in 3. A little contact coming out of turn 4 with those Nerf bars. Leading lap number 1, going to be Andre Forney.
Andre with that race lead, but turn 1, lap 1, we saw a few cars get together as well. Everyone got it sorted out and got straightened and back on the track and running hard, trying to catch up to these top 3 drivers.
Yeah, right now it's a 3-car breakaway. They have a 2-second gap right now between the top 3 and the 4th place machine of Chris Massey. He is currently sitting 4th, a little over 2 seconds back now on the timing and scoring. It looks like Dunn back there, Tommy Dunn, going to slide in turn 3. He now gives himself a little bit of a gap between the front 2 runners. It's still Andre out front here as we're already 3 laps into this race. Connor is hot on the heels in that 7 machine. It kind of just seems, KR, like that 8 machine is just kind of back there stalking, trying to find out what Andre has in that 7 machine tonight.
Yeah, the 8 of Connor really sitting in a good spot. You still got 6 laps to go in heat race number 1. No need to push the issue just yet. You got a fast machine underneath that 8, but the 7 of Andre really looking solid as we do have one sideways. That is Jamie MacArthur.
Yeah, the 57 going to go a lap down there on the front straightaway, and next car to play victim to going a lap down is going to be Jennifer Hatch, and she is going to go to the outside. Oh, your leaders are going to split her down the front stretch. I bet the heart was pumping there for Jennifer as the leaders came at her heavy and quick, and they just went whoop right around both sides of her. She now is going to be running in the 7th position. 1 lap down. It's going to be 3 to go this time by at the line for the 7 of Andre, who has led so far all the laps here in heat race number 1.
Jennifer climbing turn 4, getting into the outside wall, but she gets rolling once again. So troubles continue for the 71, but 7 machine of Andre free and clear for the moment, and he is opening up a gap. He used Jennifer Hatch as that lap car when he made that split between him and Connor, and Jennifer used that gap to open up some breathing room, and with 2 to go, he's looking set for this heat race 1 victory.
Yeah, as he comes out of turn 4, he'll see the white flag here tonight. All the last laps are going to be brought to us by Jennifer Hatch and the Caldwell Banker Association. So Andre just got to come back around here one more time as he's just like that in the blink of an eye. Into turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4. Heat race number 1, going to go to Andre Fiorni. Connor James going to come across the line, sitting in 2nd. Tommy Dunn is 3rd. Andrew Massey is 4th. Chris Massey comes home 5th. Brian Neff, the only American in the field here hailing out of Ohio, he will come home P number 6. Jamie MacArthur will be there 7th. Jennifer Hatch is 8th, and Nick Ramsey did not take to the grid here tonight. He will be credited with the last place finish. Well, that's the end of heat race number 1, KR. Some good battles throughout that one. Heat race number 2 coming your way. Starting lineup going to look a little bit like this. Blake Neer, the wily veteran here on the iRacing platform, he will start on the pole here. Right alongside him will be Josh Concord in the 54. Row number 2, it's going to be Daryl Feiss in the 44 and Willie Howes in the number 19 machine tonight. Row number 3, it'll be Wally Wilson in the 69 and Adam Tayo in the 99 machine. Starting on the next row, row number 4. In the 7th position will be Brad Laval. Once again, the Canadian names throw us for a loop here a little bit. Starting right alongside him in the 8th position is going to be Nicholas Port in the 87 machine. Brant Graham is scheduled to start at the rear of this field, KR, but it doesn't look like he is to the grid just yet.
No, we want to give a special thank you to Brant as he is race control, the eye in the sky here tonight. He is going to try and keep all these drivers in check.
So these drivers going to roll off pit road here, get a little heat in the tires, a little heat in the motors, and we will drop the green flag for heat race number 2. And that will be another 10 laps right here as you see him going by our camera. KR, Blake Neer starting on the pole, though. You and I have seen Blake Neer a couple times on the iRacing platform. It's going to be hard to beat him, especially letting him start on the pole.
Yeah, Blake's going to be a quick one. He's got a lot of wind stickers all over the frame of that Ledends machine. Or I should say the door frame. But, first race of the season for these guys. So we'll see how many he can stack up here.
Yeah, I was watching the 44 of Feiss also in practice. That machine is a pretty quick 44. He's gonna start here on heat race number 2, sitting there in the second row to the inside, and that's a pretty good spot. We've seen so far here in the early stages that inside lane has been the where it's been at pretty much, as the green flag is waving here as they come out of turn number 4 in the restart zone. Near gonna hammer down on that little motorcycle motor, and he is motoring into turn number 1 with the lead as they are just about 3 wide for that second position.
Trying to go 3 wide again, the 54 machine of Josh Concour getting stuck on the outside lane here for the moment, and we got 2 spinning, now make it 3, 4 cars involved in this one, 1 up and over. No caution coming out yet as we stay green, everyone trying to get it sorted out.
Well, as we stay green, it looks like the 22 of Near is going to be our leader here on lap number 1 and lap number 2. It looks like Daryl Feist was involved in that little bit of an incident back there. Willie Howes also involved in that one. Both of them had to take the tow to pit road, so that leaves us with 6 drivers out there. Near is still continuing to lead the way here. Heat race number 2. Adam right there in the 99, about 2 seconds back, and Bad Brad in the number 6 car here. He is coming across the start-finish line. Now he is shown into the 3rd position. Wally Wilson in the 69 rounds out our top 4 current drivers. The other 2 drivers on track is going to be Port in the 87. He is running 5th, and Concour is still running in the 6th position out there, motoring along, trying to make up a little bit of ground here tonight.
Yeah, Concour in that 54, he started in 2nd and has lost all kinds of ground because of that turn to dust up. He finds himself now sitting in 6th place, but good news for him, he's going to have another shot at trying to get into the A here later on tonight.
Yeah, you can see looking off the back quarter panel here of Blake Near just how far Adam Teo is back there behind him. Now it's a little gap of, well, 3 seconds, call it a straightaway length, and we are a little over halfway home here. Just 4 more laps to go here in heat race number 2.
Blake Near down through the corner, very smooth, getting that power down off of turn 4, up to the wall on the front stretch, and doing it lap after lap. Very gentle inputs here with this Legends car.
They have one battle here on track. It's between, I believe, is that Brad in the 6, and I'm not sure if our timing and scoring is correct after that first incident there. Is that the 69 of Wilson? That is. Wilson just came around Brad, I believe, because Wilson had a little bit of an issue a couple laps ago, but it's getting closer and closer here. It's going to be 1 to go, presented tonight once again here by Jennifer Hatch. 1 lap to go. Blake Near has so far led from the drop of the green flag here on heat race number 2. He'll go into 4, and it's all smooth sailing with a 5-second lead over Adam Teo. Blake Near will win heat race number 2 just like that. 2 heat races, KR, already in the books. The 22 of Near, our second winner tonight.
Adam Teo in the 99, 2nd. 3rd going to Wally Wilson. 4th, Brad Laval. 5th, Nicholas Port. 6th will be Josh Concour. Willie Howes and Daryl Feist going to finish this one on pit road.
Well, that will take us to heat race number 3 here tonight, taking to the grid. 9 drivers also scheduled to take this one. KR, what do you say? You walk us through this starting lineup here for heat race number 3.
Heat race number 3, row number 1, Adam Thorndike in the 67 machine. On his outside will be the 66 of Dawson Drummy. Row number 2, going to be the 77 of Michael Jetliff. I see why you gave me this row now. And on his outside, the 47 of Zachary Latimer. Row number 3 will be the 76 of Andrew Parker, and on his outside, the 17 of Kenneth McNichol. Row number 4 will be the 02 of Sean Murray, and the 32 of Robbie Thompson. And finally, row number 5 on the inside, shotgun on the field, that is Ross Sortino.
Well, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I thought those names were pretty easy. I mean, you had Andrew Packer, Sean Murray. I mean, what more did you really want out of a starting lineup of 9 drivers here in heat race number 3?
Listen, my French is a bit rusty.
Sorry, hey. Well, we do gotta still welcome everybody in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for the first time ever. You are watching the KOD Disposal Ontario Legends eSeries. KR Stolfus on the call here with Muth up in the booth, and this is heat race number 3, and it's been so far so good watching these guys. A lot of the guys, KR, we talked about in the early stages, are new to the whole iRacing platform. A lot of them, I even saw one of these drivers out here, I forget which one it was, KR, is out there racing out of a children's bed with a monitor and the wheel and pedal setup.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes, but here we go. Green flag getting ready to drop, and away we go for heat race number 3. Side by side down into the corner, the 32 machine of Robbie Thompson. A little late to the grid. He's trying to figure it out, but the 67 of Adam Thorndike out in front right now.
Yeah, Thorndike looking like he's going to lead lap number 1 here for heat race number 3. He will. And Dawson back there in the 66, though, it doesn't look like he is losing much ground. Michael in the 77 is still sitting there third. They are currently the 3 that are inside. Well, they are the top 3, and they're sitting about half second between each other. And back a little bit farther back, I believe that's the 72 of Robbie Thompson. He was pulling down to the inside as the 02 of Sean Murray going to pick up that position. 17 of McNichol also running in the 6th position currently. Big mover so far of the race. It's going to be the number 20. You saw him have some issues on the initial qualifying try for him. He had a very poor qualifying attempt. He has moved up all the way into the 5th position.
Yeah, getting 4 cars on the start. Ross really on the charge right now. He looks like pulled an old switcheroo, pretending he didn't know what he was doing, but solidly into 5th place right now.
Yeah, next time by, we'll already be at the halfway point. It's still Adam Thorndike all up front, but he's still got that 67, the 66 behind him, halfway home this time here on heat race number 3. This race so far, KR, we have not seen any issues. It looks like Robbie Thompson, though, in the 32, has pulled his 32 machine off the track. He will give it a go here once we head to, I believe it is the B main, to see where he will start the feature event tonight.
Yeah, still a lot of racing left to go here tonight in this heat race. Right now, looking at 4 to go. The 67 of Adam and the 66 of Dawson still running nose to tail here. That 66 just waiting for Adam to make a mistake, and he's going to try and stuff it to the inside if he does.
Yeah, and look at this. This is off the back here of the 67 of Andrew Packer. Here comes your leaders, hot and heavy, Thorndike and Dawson. It looks like Packer's just going to go down to the inside. He wants nothing to do with the lead lap cars as they get the popsicle sticks in the air this time by. It'll be 2 more laps to go. Sean Murray will be the next one on the hot seat to go a lap down. Will your leaders be able to get to him as this time by? They will see the white flag. 1 lap to go here at the 0.3 of a mile Bullring in Las Vegas.
The 67 Adam Thorndike trying to win heat race number 3. Final lap, final time around for this heat race. The 02 machine closing in very quickly. Sean Murray might have something to play into this, but no, at the line, it's going to be Adam Thorndike.
Thorndike wins heat race number 3 here, so he'll get a good draw when we head to the B main. Then Dawson's going to come home there sitting in the 2nd position. Jetlift going to come home in the 3rd spot. Latmere going to finish 4th, and it looks like Sortino going to come home in the 5th position. Actually, it's showing now McNichols coming home 5th and Santino coming home 6th. Murray was in the 7th position. That's going to take us right into heat race number 4 here tonight. Just like that.
Racing moving along very quickly here, Roger.
Yeah, just like that, KR. It is going to be another 9 drivers scheduled into this one. Let's take you through this starting lineup here, presented once again by Jennifer Hatch and the Caldwell Bankers. Starting on row number 1, it's going to be Ronald in the 75. Henry, that's Ronald Henry, 75, taking the pole. He has the 7 on that machine here tonight. Jordan Latmere in this number 90, going to start there outside him. Jeffrey Jr. in the 55, going to start right alongside him. It's going to be Jeffrey Dijon in the number 16 machine. Starting on row number 3, it'll be Parker Travis. And right alongside him, it's going to be the man in the old Woody machine, the 38 of Brandon Feeney. Starting on row number 4, it'll be the 61 of Dale Power and Kyle Egger in the 74 machine. And starting shotgun to the field, it'll be Ryan Fasser in the 94 machine. That's how they are, and it looks like Faster not going to take to the grid here for heat race number 4, KR. So it's going to give us 8 drivers for the 10 laps here for the 4th heat race of the night.
4th and final heat race before we head to the mains. And these drivers looking like they are ready to get rolling. Everyone trying to build some heat in the engine and into the tires. You see them lurching forward, getting a good feel for how much grip is out on the track, how quickly they can accelerate. For that 7 machine of Ron and the 90 of Jordan going to be row number 1 for this one. So we'll be watching to see how this start plays out.
Yeah, I'm going to watch for old wooden sides back there, the 38 of Feeney, to come up through the field. Don't sleep on the 60 of Parker. They were both quick in the practice session last night and tonight. And here we go. iRacing pace truck down and away. The final heat race of the night is officially green. Put 10 laps on the board, and let's go racing with the Ontario Legends eSeries. One of them down into the wall here in turn 1. It'll be the 61 of Power. He is going to have to dig real hard here as Ronald down into 3 has the lead, and he is looking to lead lap number 1.
Kyle Edgar in the 74 down to the inside. He is really making some moves forward. He's now going to get 2 cars in 1 lap as he works his way around the 90 of Jordan Latimer.
Edgar is hot on the throttle. He is coming through the field now, running in the 2nd spot, but here comes Parker in that 60 machine. He's going to take over the 3rd position from Latmire, and now Latmire going to have to try and see if he can run back down Parker. Looks like Jeffrey Dijon is sitting back there in the 16th. Or number 16, he is 5th currently on the timing and scoring. And it looks like Junior here in the 55 is looking to the inside of Power. It looks like Feeney and Junior got together, and that's what kind of put them back here with Power for the battle for the 6th, 7th, and 8th position. All drivers, though, still staying in their position last time by, as Henry is still continuing to lead the way here with coming to get 6 to go, I believe.
The 74 of Kyle Edgar really closing in on that 7 machine. We'll see if he can get some side-by-side action and maybe root and gouge a little bit to get that 7 out of his way. But, you know, I'm watching Kyle here, and he's really able to get to the throttle a lot sooner than Ron is.
Yeah, inside the 74, you see him run down to the bottom. It looks like Henry going to slide out of turn 4, kind of push the nose of that Legend. And you can just see the line as we're on board. Oh, Edgar with a little bit of a wiggle. You saw the hands on the car move there. So he had to chase it. A little bit higher entry. He diamonds off the corner and is able to carry more speed off turn number 4. Going to get 3 to go, and here he goes. He's going to look to the inside in turn number 1.
Slight tap possibly there, and that 7 machine going to slide up to the high side. And now Kyle to the lead. And man, oh man, that was a good little bump and run right there.
So now a new leader here with 2 laps to go. Will Edgar be able to hang on to the lead? Henry going to run 2nd there currently. Parker's been running 3rd all night long since we kind of been 2 laps into the books here this time by. It will be 1 lap to go by Jennifer Hatch.
Final time around the 74 machine. Kyle Edgar started in 8th, looking to win heat race number 4. Down into 3 and 4. Got to hit your marks here. 1 bobble could put him into 3rd, but not going to happen. Kyle going to win the heat race. And the 7 of Ron Henry and the 60 of Parker Travs going to end up in 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, I believe Edgar was so happy to win that race coming from all the way from the back to the front that he absolutely just destroyed that 74 car. Good thing for him is he has a quick repair and he has a backup car. So right now it looks like we're going to head to the C main here tonight. 25 laps going to be the distance. And, well, so far, if the racing has been like it's been in the heat races, KR, I expect this C main and B main before the big event here tonight to be absolutely good racing so far here from the Ontario Legends eSeries.
That it is our C main, going to invert the first 6 drivers and taking only 13 on into the B main.
We're going to have to keep an eye on who is going to transfer in and who is going to be left looking out the back door to see what the boys are doing here tonight. This lineup here tonight is going to look like this. We're going to see if we can knock it out here real quick as we're waiting for the 77 of Michael the Jetlift to come into the server here. He is going to start on the pole. Right alongside him, it's going to be Tommy Dunn in the 63 machine. Starting on row number 2, it'll be the 66 of Dawson Dremy. Connor James in the 8 will roll off from the 4th position. Row number 3 going to look like this as the iRacing pace truck takes off here to start our pace laps. It'll be the 67 of Adam Thorndike, and then it's going to be Andre Forney in the 7. He had a quick car in his heat race. See if it carries over here to the C main. Andrew Massey in the 83 will start there on row number 4 to the inside. Zachary Latner in the 47 to his outside. Row number 5, it'll be Chris Massey and Kenneth McNichol. Row number 6, it'll be Brian Neff and Ross Sortino. Row number 7 to be Jamie McArthur. Sean Murray back here in this row 7. Row number 8, it'll be Jennifer Hatch and Andrew Packer. And starting shotgun to the field, it'll be the 34 of Nick Ramsey. It looks like 2 drivers not going to take to the grid, K-Hart. So it'll be 15 drivers as the 77 is going to start from the pit road.
Yeah, he's going to start behind the 8 ball here. 13 drivers making it in to the A, if I heard the race control say correctly. So 13 from the C main, 13 from the B main. That is going to make up our starting lineup for the A main. But here we go. Green flag out for our first main event of the night. 25 laps and the 8 machine of Connor James already trying to find a way around the 63 of Tommy Dunn.
Yeah, they're just about 3 wide racing going down into turn number 3 here on lap number 1 as the 63 of Dunn going to go around for a little bit of a spin cycle. He'll hammer back down. It looks like we stay green flag racing. It looks like the 20 of Santino down there. Now the yellow flag is going to wave for the first time as Tommy Dunn, Sortino, all involved, and I believe possibly was the 17 of McNichol also involved in this. We're going to have to throw it back here in just a second as we queue up our Turn 3 instant replay. Let's see what happened on lap number 1. We'll focus here on the 17. You see, it looks like he gets a little loose as he tried to avoid Dunn that was spinning, and then the 17 and the 20 collect each other, and around they go. That will be the first caution flag of the night. Sortino going to tow his number 20 back to pit road, but McNichol will get her facing the right direction, and so will Tommy Dunn. So both them will just tag the rear of the field here. They might have to use their quick repairs. They are down on pit road, but that's the first yellow we've seen here tonight.
It is the first yellow of the night, and right now we've had 4 drivers that are in this race, scheduled to be in this race, with issues, and they're with only taking 13 in this main to the A main. Those 4 drivers with issues setting themselves behind the 8 ball. Now they got to go uphill and figure out how to get into this main event here tonight.
Yeah, there are your 17 drivers on the left-hand side of the screen with taking 13. A couple of them going to be left out. Looks like Jennifer Hatch is the last car to transfer in currently. Looks like the only other driver, it looks like the 77 of Michael Jetliff has joined the rear of the field. He's having a little bit of connection issues, I believe, right now. And Tommy Dunn down pit road, so move everybody up 1 position there. So Jennifer now goes to 12th.
Yeah, the 63 looks like he's been given an EOL. He's dropped to the back here, pulled down pit road so that everyone could pass him cleanly, no issues. And now they're stacking them up as we get ready to go racing once again.
So it'll be 19 laps to go here in C main tonight here for the Ontario Legends, presented by the KOD Disposal. We got to thank all the things they do here for the Ontario Legends eSeries. Also got to thank McNicolWelding&Fabrication, Jennifer Hatch from Caldwell Banker. As the green flag is waving here, it'll be 19 to go. Dawson going to get a good start, but here comes Connor James down to the inside at turn number 1. He has the advantage. The 7 of Forney going to go around in turn number 1 all by himself. He's down to the inside. I believe he's off the racing surface. We will stay green flag racing here as we head to complete lap number 7.
The 7 of Andre gets it rolling once again, but that all started with a little bit of a stack up in the middle of 1 and 2, and it ended with Andre going on around. But Dawson in the 66 under heavy pressure from the 8 of Connor James. James now looking for a way to get through, and James can really send it in deep.
Yeah, as James sends it in, trying to gain that little bit of ground. Every little inch here with these cars, it's all about the momentum as James going to roll the bottom here once again, but he's not going to have the run. One of them around up under the wall. It looks like Latmir in the 47 machine has been up into the outside catch fence. He gets it pointed in the right direction, though, KR. We're going to stay green flag racing.
Yeah, he's back rolling, and he is now one spot out of the transfer as the 7 of Andre going to get into the final transfer spot. Right now, he's in 13th place. Oh, and heavy contact with the 0-2 of Sean Murray. That is going to put Andre on his lid, and he is going to have to take a tow back. And I'll tell you what, caution coming out for that one.
Yeah, so it'll be the second caution flag here of the night with 14 laps to go. A couple drivers going to get together right at the transfer position. Well, let's throw it back on our Turn 3 Racing replay and see. As we watch the 0-2 of Murray, it looks like he just loses it. The 77 was able to scoot by. Jennifer Hatch was able to scoot by, and as the 0-2 went to kind of right the ship and get pointed in the right direction, Andre with nowhere to go. Let's see if we can back this up a little bit here, and maybe we could possibly go from the nose camera here on the 7's legend, or on the Nerf bar here of the 7. There it is. There was just absolutely nowhere Andre was going to go on that one. Up and over was his best bet as he made contact.
Yeah, heavy contact for the 7. He's sitting on pit road, but he is going to lose some laps here, and it looks like his night might be done, as it's going to be very difficult to make it into the main event here with just lap 13 is what we're working right now. So, you know, you can't say it's over till it's over, but it's looking rough for 7 of Andre.
So right now, Andre's still on the hooks, being towed back to pit road. He's 14th position on the timing and scoring. He is 4 laps down. So Zachary Latmir will be your final transfer position if he can get that car back out onto the racetrack, because right now the 47 of Latmir is down on pit road. Looks like Dawson, Connor, Adam Thorndike, Brian Neff, James MacArthur are your top 5 drivers here, as we should get the 1 to go here. And when we take the green flag, it'll be 10 laps to go in C main.
Drivers working their way back and forth right now, trying to keep their tires warm. These Legend cars, very forgiving cars, very easy to drive, but just because it's easy to drive doesn't mean you're going to be very fast compared to somebody else. It does take a little bit of unique driving style to trick these cars into going pretty fast around this Las Vegas Bullring.
Yeah, you say this car is one of the easier cars to drive, KR. I beg to differ. I find myself struggling with this car. If the car isn't plowing tight coming out of the corner, it's snapping loose on me. And, these cars don't have a ton of grip, yet they don't have a ton of horsepower, but they have a lot of torque. And with that little rear tire and all that weight transfers onto that right rear, the car is capable of going straight around. We've seen that a couple times as they double them up down the backstretch. It looks like we're actually going racing with 9 laps to go.
The 66 of Dawson and the 8 of Connor James going to resume their battle here. Can the 8 make something happen on this start? And he's going to stay door to door with them. And they drag race down into turn number 1. And Connor going to allow the 66 of Dawson to take the spot. And he's going to get in line quickly. He's going to try and mount a charge to the inside, though, here in through 3 and 4.
Yeah, they've been the same way all race long. Dawson's been leading the way, and James has been sitting there in the second position. It's going to be that way this time by. It'll be, I believe, 8 laps to go. And here comes James. He is looking to the inside this time. I think he has a good advantage. He's going to muscle his way down to the inside. Yellow flag going to wave as Latmir and Murray going to come to a rest on the backstretch, pointed the wrong direction.
That is the 0-2 and the 47 getting caught up. They were the final 2 transfer spots, but they are also the final 2 cars out on the track, as everyone else was on pit road or 4 laps down.
Well, let's take it back here once again. We know it was a 2-car spin that we saw. Let's cue the replay and throw it back. Oh, they were 3 wide as we watch here from the infield. 3 wide, 4 wide almost at one point, and have the 17 there of McNichol going to come in there, and he's going to make the contact with the 47, so it's actually call it about a 3-car incident, as the 0-2 of Murray kind of just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Latmir also Gonna get his car righted in the right way. So a 3-car incident here. And KR, this is gonna chew a bunch of the laps up here with this caution flag. It's gonna be a real barn burner to see who's gonna win, because James was going for that lead when that caution flag was thrown.
Yeah, he really had the 66 on the ropes. He had made a move, he used the chrome horn on him a little bit, nothing too much. He just moved him. He didn't wreck him. But yeah, with 3 cautions in this heat race, we have done 11 caution laps, and in a 25 lap race, that is really limited these guys' opportunity to make some moves.
Currently right now, talking about moves, Latmir going to rejoin the tail end of this field. He is shown in the 13th position currently. So the top 13 will advance onto the B main, and then 13 from the B will go straight to the A main, I believe, here tonight, if we heard it correctly through the race control. So Sean Murray is that final position. All he has to do is come back around here 4 more times, and he will advance into the next one. They will tag the rear of the B main coming here in just a couple moments. But we do got to thank, once again, everybody for tuning in here tonight. It's Wednesday night. It is your midweek relief, and it's brought to us tonight by the Ontario Legends eSeries. The first time right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, and so far, these Legends cars have been putting on one heck of a show. Their season in Ontario being pushed back a couple weeks, and a lot of their drivers kind of got together and brought this to you here on the iRacing.com platform. So we welcome them, all of our friends from north of the border, and everybody from tuning in all over the world here tonight. KR, they're doubled up, and they're going to get racing here with a green-white checker.
That they are. The 0-2 of Sean Murray. 2 cautions on him. He is down and off the track. So that is going to open it up for somebody to get in. That was 4 laps down, and that looks like Ross Sortino is going to have a shot here. But here we go. The 66 and the 8. Back to the throttle as a green flag flies once again. And Connor going to take a peek to the inside. Dawson going to try and shut the door on him, but Connor not going to be denied.
Connor has that inside advantage now here, as we're going to get 1 lap to go next time by 1 lap to go in C main. Here we are. Jennifer Hatch presents the 1 to go here tonight, and it's the battle. Connor James made the pass with 1 to go. Now the next battle is Thorndike to the inside here for the 3rd position over Neff. He is going to get the 3rd position, and out of turn number 4 here in your C main, it's going to be Connor James doing the deed here, only leading 3 laps, and it's the 3 laps he needed to lead tonight.
The 71 of Jennifer Hatch went for a spin off of turn number 2, but it looks like because of 13th place, Ross Sortino being 3 laps down, Jennifer going to make it in that 12 machine. Or, I'm sorry, 71.
Well, that is good for Jennifer Hatch, one of our sponsors here tonight from Caldwell Banker. She will now make the next round, as they are already starting to take to the grid here for your B main. Well, KR, it's going to be another 25-lap race here. 18 drivers, top 13 going to move on. You tell us. Well, why don't you take us through this starting lineup here tonight?
Row number 1 going to be the 60 of Parker Travis and the 69 of Wally Wilson. Row number 2 will be the 75 of Ronald Henry and the 99 of Adam Tayo. Row 3 will be the 74 of Kyle Edgar and the 22 of Blake Neer. Row 4 will be the 6 of Brad Laval and the 16 of Jeffrey DeJong. Row 5 will be the 87 of Nicholas Port and the 90 of Jordan Latimer. Row 6 will be the 54 of Josh Conker and the 55 of Jeffrey Jr. Forsey. Row number 7 is going to be the 19 of Willie Howells and the 38 of Brandon Feeney. Row 8 will be the 44 of Daryl Feist and the 61 of Dale Power. And then Brett Graham is our race control. As always, we want to give a special thank you to our race control. It is a very difficult job, and someone's got to do it. Tonight, it's Brent Graham. And then the 94 of Ryan Fraser, not making it out there for this start. We'll see if he is going to start from the pit lane or if his night is done.
That was your starting lineup here for the B main event here tonight. 25 laps on the board here as they come through on their first pace lap. It'll be 16 drivers, and a big shout out to Brant out there running the race control for the night. It is a big task that not a lot of people are willing to do. Tonight, Graham taking one for the team. Parker, though, and Wally going to lead us to the first green flag here in the B main. 25 laps going to be the distance. 13 drivers going to advance. That means 3 drivers here from the B main will not see the main event here tonight. Who is it going to be as Parker and Wally take the green flag here? 25 laps the distance.
Everyone's scattering already. We got contact going into turn one facing the wrong direction. I believe that is the 87 of Nicholas Port. 2 more spinning, 3, 4 cars going around through turn 1, but everyone trying to get rolling, but not before race control has to throw the caution.
Well, that is going to be a quick caution here in your B main. A couple guys towards the mid pack going to go for a ride, and we will have to cue once again that turn 3 pesky replay up here, KR. These guys went to go hot and heavy early, and we're going to have to back this up a little bit farther. Let's go from the overhead camera looking down here. Once they take the green flag, we will see what exactly happened as the iRacing pace car or pace truck pulls off onto pit road, and it's going to take a couple seconds here until we get to turn 1, and where they really happen. It all starts with the 16 to the outside. He is the 4th car on the outside lane. Everything looked good on the initial drop there of that green. You see where that 87 is going to go around there of Port, and then, oh, it looks like the 16 of Jean just goes back to the throttle. He spins it around. Brad in the 6th car is going to spin it around, and then Dale Power also going to lose it down into turn number 1. So just a couple of spins. It didn't look like anybody really got jacked up down there, so everybody's going to be able to take their position back and give it one more go.
Yeah, with the lights on the Chevy Pace truck, right now we do have 16 cars out on track, only 13 making it to the A main. We have whittled down this field to its first 13 from the C main. Now the B main picking the second 13 right now. In that final transfer spot is the 16 machine of Jeffrey DeJong.
So let's see if the iRacing pace truck lights will go out as Parker's trying to get a little bit of draft down the front straightaway. It will keep the lights on. Well, while we have time, let's thank our 3 sponsors here for the main event here tonight. We got to thank McNicolWelding&Fabrication. We also got to thank Caldwell Banker Jennifer Hatch. Anybody needs an agent, head over to Caldwell Banker and find Jennifer Hatch. Thurston's Enclosed Vehicle Transport also coming on board here for this big event. Also, KOD Disposal, the main sponsor here for the Ontario Legends eSeries. KR, now the iRacing pace truck lights will go out, so we'll go back racing with 18 laps to go after our first caution here of the night.
Field stacking back up. The 60 of Parker and the 69 of Wally going to try this once again. Ron Henry in the 7 machine and the 74 of Kyle Edgar right there. Here we go. Pace truck down and away. As everyone ready to get these motorcycle engines wound up and wrapped out. Here we go. Green flag is out, and the 60 of Parker easily clearing Wally. Now the 74 machine of Kyle, who surged in his heat race, trying to make that happen once again as he finds himself into 3rd. He's going to lose it on his own, though. Spinning in front of the field. Everyone trying to dodge him. 1 up and over, 2 into the wall. That is the 38 machine of Brandon Feeney, who got caught up and airborne, and Feeney gonna land on all 4s and get rolling once again.
Well, that's unfortunate for Edgar as he was inside the top 5 when he spun that 74 all by himself and everybody else getting collected. Let's see what we can find here. You see the 74 just kind of lose it on his own, and then Feeney with nowhere to go. He goes airborne, and then I believe that's the 19 of Willie Howells comes in there and kind of, nowhere to go for him, and that puts that 38 of Feeney up into the outside wall even more. We'll see if we can go back here and ride on board here from the cockpit camera of Feeney's Woody machine. Heavy contact for Feeney and old wooden sides, and He winds up on his wheels, and he drives it away, KR, but I believe that's going to need a quick repair as he is down pit road.
He is sitting on pit road and has been for quite a while. If he had a quick repair, he forgot to have it checked because they are working on that machine in the pit lane. He is already down 1 lap and he gets rolling, but man, costly 1 lap there for Brandon Feeney.
So working our second caution flag here of the night. Parker is still out front. He has led the 11 laps so far here in the B main. Wilson is second, Near is third. Henry is sitting there fourth. Weiss rounds out the top 5. Remember, the top 13 here out of this one will transfer in. Let's see if the drivers here in the B main, they know it's the last chance to make it to the big dance, KR, but you can't battle it out if you can't get some greens.
Yeah, cautions breeding cautions, and we all know that saying. But man, in a heat race or even in a main like the C main with 25 laps, caution laps counting really cuts down on the amount of racing you can get done.
So next time by, we should see the 1 to go here, and everybody should start to double them up here for the restart. Just over 10 laps will be left in this one. Looking at it right now, Feeney is the only driver 1 lap down. Remember, Brent is race control, and Ryan in the 94 not taking to the grid here for the B main, not making the call. So it was 16 drivers, still have 15 drivers on your lead lap, and in your final position to transfer is showing currently the 99 of Adam Teo.
So here we go, field stacked up side by side. Parker and Wally going to try and go at each other once again, and the 60 machine picks up the throttle, and Wally got caught napping. Blake Near in the 22, he's going to take full advantage of that. He's down to the bottom, move him into second place.
And the battle rages on now for the 4th position. Here comes Feist to the inside here of Henry. Henry going to push up there. Has somebody looking to go around. Lapmere going to loop the 90 all by himself, and it looks like he's pretty all right on the outside. 61 of Dale Power going to make contact, and down to the inside there is going to be the 74 of Kyle Edgar. So another caution going to come out here, and well, that doesn't fare well for the drivers that just went for a loop like Dale Power, because now it's going to be even less laps for them to try and get themselves into the big show here.
Yeah, the 99 of Adam Teo, man, he kind of survived that one. He was sitting in 13th spot, final transfer spot, and was able to get through that one. Now he's moved up into 11th spot. Going to give himself some breathing room and make it into this A main just by trying to hold on to this spot he has.
Eight laps to go here in your B main tonight. The laps are ticking down. The drivers are starting to get worried about who will make the big dance. 16 cars still on, or actually, sorry, 15 cars, as Port is down on pit road and his number 87 machine. He's been there for over a minute, and he is shown currently 2 laps down. Feeney right now is 1 lap down, running in the 15th position. Dale Power is running in your 14th spot, and Jordan Lapmere, you just saw him go around in the 90 machine. He is what brought the caution flag out here with under 10 laps to go. He'll come down pit road. I believe it will be just a quick repair used for the 90 here, and maybe some tires. No, it's just going to be the quick repair. He's going to keep those tires on that machine. He will rejoin the action. He will be shown in the 14th spot. He's going to have to pick up 1 spot. Dale Power, currently in the 61, is going to be the final car in your, well, is the final car in the transfer spot. Kyle Egger, remember, he went for a spin early on, and he just went for another spin. He runs in the 12th position, only 1 spot to the good. Adam Teo in the 99, he is running in the 11th spot. So a couple of these guys towards the back, right on the bubble here of getting into the main event.
The 60 now going to have to deal with the 22, Parker versus Blake, for this restart on row number 1. Blake Near making his way forward here tonight. But, man, Parker has been fast from the drop. of our sessions qualifying well. Very fast in the initial practice. Good in his heat race. Now he's in this main event leading it. Or I should say the B main. But everyone's stacking up 2 by 2, Roger.
Yeah, that means one thing. We're going back to racing with under 5 laps to go to see who's going to the show. It'll be the 60 of Parker to the inside. Neer has now worked himself into the second position. Will he be able to make that outside lane work when we take the green flag? Green flag going to go early there for the 60 of Parker. He doesn't want to battle with Blake Neer, so he'll be into turn 1 all by himself. Here comes Wally to the inside with that 69 machine. Can he get to the inside on Blake Neer? He will not out of turn 2. They will single file out for your top 5 spots. For a second there, it looked like Henry in the 7 was going to think about going to the inside. Back at your transfer spot, though. It's the 90 of Latmere. He's going to get around Power and Feeney. He will be in your final transfer position. Next time by, it'll be popsicle sticks in the air for your leader of Parker.
The 90 machine of Jordan Latmere, he's not done just yet. He's trying to gain some more ground. We got another one sideways. That's the 55. That's going to collect Jordan 5 cars down on the inside. Caution flag coming out. But the way that caution flag flew, and the 90 of Jordan going to be getting the short end of the stick on that one.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, KR. I believe that's going to finish the B main here under the yellow flag circumstances. So Jordan Latmere going to be standing on the outside looking in. A junior in the 55 will be the final transfer position. You see the timing and scoring over there. That is how we're going to finish this B main off. And KR, it was a wild B main, and the A main coming up next is going to look pretty, I'm going to guess, pretty similar. A lot of hard-nosed racing coming ahead here tonight.
Yeah, the A main getting ready. We got our 13 cars here in this main. Just got to wrap it up and cross the start-finish line to make it official. And there it is, the 7 machine making it onto pit road. But man, oh man, I'll tell you, I got to go elsewhere, Roger. I look forward to doing this again next week, but my broadcast is coming up, so I got to bail out, bud.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping up here, KR, as there's a 3-minute warm-up here for these drivers. Going over a little bit of the time that we had scheduled in for them, unfortunately. So we will catch you next week, KR Stolfus, right back here with the Ontario Legends eSeries. And as they take the warm-ups, we will head to a commercial break before we are back here for the main event tonight. It'll be 40 laps the distance. And it looks like just about everybody is actually going to make the big dance here tonight. Don't go anywhere. Race fans will be right back here on the Turn 3 Racing Network to bring you all the Ontario Legends E-Series action tonight, presented by KOD Disposal.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back here, race fans. Warm-ups for the Ontario Legends eSeries tonight, presented by KOD Disposal, along with Thorson's Transportation, McNicolWelding and Fabrication, and Jennifer Hatch from Caldwell Banker up there in Ontario. We thank all yous behind the scenes for everything you have done here tonight to bring you this series, as it looks like 26 drivers will take to our grid here tonight for the main event. Thank you for joining us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, and what do you say we just go ahead and take you through this qualifying lineup tonight, presented by Caldwell Banker and Jennifer Hatch. That's not our starting lineup, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of difficulty on that. It's telling us a little bit incorrect information. I'll just walk you through it here real quick. Blake Neer is scheduled to start on the pole. Adam Thorndike will start second. Wally Wilson will start third. Dawson Dremy going to start there in your fourth position. Parker Travis going to start in your fifth spot. Connor James is sixth. Brian Neff is in the seventh position. Ronald Henry going to roll off from the eighth spot. Tommy Dunn in ninth. Daryl Feist rounds out the top 10. Andrew Massey going to start in the 11th spot. Josh Concord going to start there in your 12th position. 13th going to be Michael Jetliff. Willie Howes in 14th. Jamie MacArthur in the 15th spot. Kyle Egger is 16th. Andrew Parker 17th. Adam Teo going to make it into the 18th position. Zachary Latmire 19th. Brad Laval there in the 20th position. Chris Massey is 21st. Dale Power makes it in by the skin of his teeth, running into the 22nd position. Jennifer Hatch is 23rd. Brandon Feeney in Old Wooden Sides going to roll off 24th. Ross Sortino going to start in your 25th position. And Jeffrey Jr. going to start there. Shotgun to the field as here goes the green flag for the first time here tonight. It's going to be a good race here from the Las Vegas Bullring as they go into turn one. Near going to get a good start. Oh, the outside there. The 67 going to be into the outside wall all by himself. Well, let's see if we stay green flag. Adam Thorndike going to be behind the 8 ball now here, as we do stay green flag for the current time as they are spinning out of turn number 4. A big one in turn 4 here. It looks like Michael in the 77 going to go around along with Willie Howells. The 44 of Feist also involved. He started inside the top 10. We'll have to see where this all shook out as the yellow flag for the first time here tonight is out. So we're going to have to back it up through the timing and scoring here to see exactly what happened here. Let's see what it is. There you see the 67 up into the wall. This happens in turn 3, though. Oh, Michael going to disappear off our timing and scoring screen. And then when he comes back, the wreck is already happening. And I believe Jennifer Hatch is going to go around down there. Kyle Egger also getting wrapped up in this. So Thorndike was not the only driver here on the initial drop of the green flag to go around. Just trying to grasp what's going on in the timing and scoring right now, with everybody still shuffling up the positions to see where they are scheduled. So Blake Neer is still going to be out front in the 22. Wally in the 69 is right there in the second position. Travis is going to be there in P number 3. Connor James is in the 4th spot. Dawson Dremy there in the 5th position. That rounds out the top 5. And the driver out of Ohio, the oddball to the group, he is sitting there. That is Brian Neff in the 06, sitting in the 6th position. Tommy Dunn is in the 7th spot. Josh Concord is sitting there in your 8th spot. Andrew Massey is 9th. And Jamie MacArthur rounds out your top 10 here, and still a long way to go in this one here tonight. As our first caution flag waves, they should double them up right here. I believe we will wait to see if the lights on the iRacing pace truck do go out. They will stay on here for at least another lap. Well, we got to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Once again, it's the KOD Disposable Ontario Legends eSeries. Right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network for the first time, coming to you live, not only north of the border in Canada, also here in the USA and all around the world. All of us right now in the world battling the pandemic of the COVID-19 virus, scaring the world to death. We hope all is well through all of our viewers out there tonight, as it looks like we are going to be into a single file restart here, and we're going to restart with 7 laps in the books. That'll be 33 laps to go, as now they double them up on the backstretch. Here we go. It's 2x2. It'll be Near and Wilson leading us into turn number 1. Near looking to drop the hammer here and get us started. False attempt. It looks like we're going to go around here once again. Not all the drivers are already in their position. Daryl Feiss has retired to the 44 machine. Now all the drivers are going to go to the single file formation up against the fence line here in turn 3. Going to be the 22 of Near. He will lead us now to the green flag. Officially, now the green flag is going to wave here on lap number 9. And here comes the 8 of James down to the inside real quick. He wants to try and get around the 60. He's going to Nerf bar him up the track. James is going to take over the 3rd position. Parker now has to try and see if he can get the 60 down to the inside. And where will he be able to find the grip now on the outside? He's got Brian Neff to the inside, and if he spends too much time, oh, he's going to come down. He's going to come right across the 54's nose, and they will spin him to the inside here, and Parker going to hold the brake and allow a lot of those drivers to go on by as we stay green flag racing. Blake Near going to come across the line. He'll complete lap number 10, and now he has actually started to set sail, about a half-second lead over Wilson and James. Dremy going to be sitting back there in the 4th spot. And they have single filed out, looking to find where it is. Willie back here in the 19. Oh, his contact. The 20 going to go around on the front straightaway. The 20 goes around, and the 77 of Michael also pointed in the wrong direction. They both get pointed in the right direction, and the yellow flag will fly here from the Bullring once again. 2 drivers and 2 separate incidents on the front stretch. Going to go for a little bit of the spin cycle. And that throws us under the caution flag here once again. Well, let's see what the eye in the old sky has to say here. As it looks like the 77 having more internet issues, and he goes down to the inside, and I don't believe the 67 of Thorndike even knew the 77 of Michael was down there. He went for a little bit of a spin. And that, along with the 20 of Sortino going around, that's what brings out the yellow. And then another incident then down in turn number 1. Going to involve the the 61 of Dale Powers. And the 99 of Adam Tayo. So 3 separate incidents on the same lap within the 2 corners is what really is going to bring us to a little bit of a halt in the racing action. Blake Near, though, is still leading the way here in his 22 machine. He has led all 14 laps here in this main event. 40 laps the scheduled distance here tonight. Currently still have 20 drivers on the lead lap. Old wooden sides there of Brandon Feeney is your final driver on the lead lap. He is running in the 20th position. Remember, just a couple laps ago, the 60 of Parker Travis was at the front of the field. He is currently sitting in the 18th position. So he has a lot of ground to try and make up here tonight. So it's Near, Wilson, James, Dremy, and Neff. Your top 5 drivers. Dunn, MacArthur, Massey, Parker, and Latmere. Your top 10 drivers right now currently as we pace under the caution flag here at the Bullring. The sun is going down and the lights are coming on here. The racing action is getting heavy and hard-nosed short track racing action it is. We do welcome everybody in here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. It is Wednesday night with the Ontario Legends eSeries. Lights on that iRacing page truck are going to go off. That means next time by, the green flag going to wave here once again. And we're getting back to that good old action here. Short track racing style. Here we're going to bring us down here nice and slow as it is a double file restart. Once again, here goes the green flag, and we are racing down towards turn number 1. Some contact towards the back. 47 going to go around here. Latmire going to go around. The 99 is going to join him, Teo, and that's going to throw us right back under the yellow flag conditions. Couple drivers going to tangle on the restart here. Let's throw it back. This was on the restart on lap number 18. You're looking at the 47 to the outside, orange rims, gray and black body. He was running in the 10th position at the time. Oh, it looks like the 74 gets right into the left rear there of Latmire. Nowhere for him, or nothing that he could do. The 99 of Teo comes to a stop there, and the 71 of Jennifer Hatch is going to scoot on by. She'll pick up a couple positions there on that one. So a little bit of a spin there by Latmire, getting a little help. Well, let's see if we can, let's go on board. Cockpit view here, driving from the inside of the 47 of Latmire. Zach really driving that 47 even after he had gone around for the spin cycle. He was just trying to keep the power down in case the caution wasn't coming out. He was going to right the ship and hammer down and carry on. Inside 20 laps to go here now from the Bullring. You know, a lot of the racing action in the Las Vegas area all starts on this side of the street. The big track off into the distance there. It has its lights on. That's where the main stars of NASCAR race, the Cup Series, the Truck Series, and the Xfinity Series. Over here in the little bit of the Bullring, it is the K&N West drivers and the late models. Kyle Busch being of one that is from Las Vegas and likes to compete here at the Bullring. Haley Deegan, a rising star, who at one point had raced Dwarf cars for just a little bit here in the United States. She had won one of her first races ever in the K&N West Series right here at the old Bullring. Kyle Busch obviously parking his Rowdy Energy Drink 51 this year in Victory Lane, who will be the first one this year for the Ontario Legends eSeries to park themselves in the Victory Lane. Blake Neer right now does have the top spot. He has led since the drop of the green here tonight, and the iRacing pace truck lights will go out. Your top 3 drivers on this restart is going to be Neer, James, and Wilson. See a lot of win stickers on that 22 of Blake Neer. I've had the pleasure of calling a couple races for Blake Neer, and he is right in the position that I don't want to say would assume him to be in, but he is here tonight sitting on the top spot as he's going to take him around the top of 3 and 4 where the green flag is about to drop. There's the green flag. It's going to go green here with 17 laps to go as down to the inside, I believe that's Packer there. Andrew Packer looking to see if he can take over that 6th position here. As we come back across here, Neer is going to lead another one. That'll be 24 laps for Neer as Packer's digging down to the inside. Here comes Dunn in the 63. They will take over that spot from, I believe, that's the Jamie MacArthur machine to the outside. And, oh, look at that. Packer going to go up the track in turn 2, and now here comes that 63 of Dunn. He'll go on by. Something may have been awry there on the 80 or 76. No number machine is Andrew Packer as he went up the track and just tried to find the grip, as now he lost a lot of ground. Here comes Bad Brad in the red number 6 machine. He's going to work to the inside there on MacArthur, and look at that number 60, Parker Travis. They're going to go to the outside, try the high line here in turn 1 and 2. He's not going to find the grip. He's going to slip, but he's going to be able to hold his ground and go side by side into turn number 3. Oh, the 6 of Brad going to get a little help. He's going to go around to the inside. He is out of the racing line. We'll see if we get a caution for it if we stay green flag racing. It'll be 12 laps to go here at the little 3/10 of a mile Bullring in Las Vegas. We stay green flag. It's 12 laps to go now here for Blake Neer as he comes up on lap traffic. That is the 6 of Brad who just went around. I believe that is the 99 of, or actually the 61 of Powers is going to bring out the yellow flag here as he is pointed in the wrong direction. So as that brings another caution flag out here tonight, Power is going to try and right the ship and point the 61 in the right direction of racing. So let's take it back here on the replay once again. It looks like the 61 drives it in real hard into turn 1. And oh, he just kind of misjudged the corner and up the track he went. Making the contact with Jennifer Hatch and then just trying to get that 61 turned around and just not able to find a spot to rejoin the racing action. And that's when the yellow flag flies here. And with under 10 laps to go, and the yellow flag flying, it'd be a short sprint now to the finish of this one. Well, we hope all you race fans tuning in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network like what you see, because you'll see it next Wednesday night here with the Ontario Legends as they head to the South Boston Speedway down in Virginia. So, Bo, another one of these really short tracks. The only difference between the Bullring and South Boston Speedway is when something happens at South Boston, it happens big, and there is nowhere to hide from anything. It's a tight little track, and when one person goes around, the whole field looks to go around. Not the escape routes like you see here tonight at the Bullring. Well, we'll throw the timing and scoring up here while we're under the yellow flag. Find where your favorite driver is running out there on track. Can Blake Neer go from the green to the checkered and lead everything in between? Or will Connor James, we saw it in his heat race, come up and just steal a win away and lead 3 laps and drive off into the sunset? How about the Ohio driver, the 06 of Brian Neff, driving the Winn-Dixie 06 machine here tonight in Las Vegas? Who do you got your cards on, race fans? Let's see who you got. Wilson, gonna restart there in the 4th position. Remember, he spent a lot of time in the top 3 until the 06 there of Neff got around him. How about Dawson? He's gonna restart the 66, 3rd car to the inside lane. Andrew Packer has rebounded into the 7th position. And how about Parker Travis? He is now up to P number 8, but the laps are going to wind down here quicker than you can think. Pace truck down and away. Neer is going to fire off in turn number 3. And here we go, back to green flag racing. 6 laps to go from the Bullring. The battle is for the 4th position, and someone's going to go around. I believe it's Parker. They're going to wad him up here in turn number 2. It looks like a parking lot coming out of turn number 2. That will throw the yellow flag here once again. A rash of yellows here in this main event tonight. Put it back here on the replay. Let's go to the aerial coverage tonight, brought to us by McNicolWelding&Fabrication. See the contact between the 57 and the 60. The 7 with nowhere to go. I believe that's actually the 75 there of Ronald. A couple other cars getting down in there. I believe that is the Dale Power 61 machine, the 99 machine of Adam Teo. Also involved in this one. So that's what happened there with just a handful of laps to go. We'll have to see if we're going to be able to get this one restarted here, or if we're going to end this event under the yellow flag circumstances. So it'll be 3 laps to go. Neer is still out front. James sitting there currently in the 2nd spot. Wilson is sitting 3rd. Neff is 4th. And Dremy now into the 4th position. You know, a lot of these guys have some really cool sim rig setups. I was paging through the Ontario Legends series page on Facebook, and a lot of guys, I think I saw, gotta try and remember who it was here. I think it was Jennifer Hatch, driver of the 71 right here, one of the premier sponsors of the night. Jennifer running in the 15th position, but I believe I saw a picture of her having 2 custom sim rigs sitting in her living room right now, one of them being a card table. So an interesting, a very interesting setup that she has there, and I believe I saw another one fabricated up, I believe, by McNicolWelding&Fabrication. I think may have done the other one, so 2 completely opposite. Some of these guys running on triple monitors like Blake Neer, and some of them running off a single 18-inch monitor or 17-inch monitor. So it's really interesting. You know, the iRacing platform gives us those kind of things where we can, you know, have different styles of racing. Some drivers here tonight might be running virtual reality, you know, the Oculus, where you're able to turn your head and see exactly what's next to you or look up and down, and it does look like we will finish this one under the yellow flag circumstances. So it'll be Blake Neer winning this event here tonight, Connor James in second, Wally Wilson in third, Brian Neff going to come home fourth, and Dawson Dremy there in the 5th position. Timothy Dunn in 6th, Andrew Packer in 7th, Wally Halls there in 8th, and Kyle Egger in 9th. Josh Concour there running in the 10th position. Jeffrey Jr. going to finish in the 11th spot. Zach Latmere in 12th. Bad Brad in 13th. Chris Massey in 14th. Jennifer Hatch is shown 15th. Andrew Massey is 16th. Michael Jetliff going to be shown there in the 16th position. That's how that is going to end here tonight. So Blake Neer is your winner as he pulls down there in victory lane. Tonight's winning sponsor is Caldwell Banker. Blake Neer going to lead all 40 laps in this one. Connor James is second. Wally Wilson going to come home in the 3rd position. So congratulations to all those drivers here at the Las Vegas Bullring. Neer kind of just doing what he had to do. It was a battle of the fittest for Blake Neer. He's going to add another one of those win stickers to the side of his legend. And then next week, the question being, will he be able to pull off that same win that he just did here at Las Vegas? Next week, your Ontario Legends are going to head to the South Boston Speedway. You know, the same style short track racing you saw here in the Las Vegas desert. We're going to head to the hills of Virginia and see who will be able to do the dance at Sobo. That'll be next week right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network. We got to thank all the sponsors tonight that made this possible. We got to thank KOD Disposal for being the premier sponsor here with your Ontario Legends eSeries. We also got to thank McNicolWelding&Fabrication for all they do behind the scenes here. We also got to thank Caldwell Banker and Jennifer Hatch for showing us the way and where all the houses are. You know, all the houses you need have to have garages, so head on over and talk to Jennifer Hatch. We also got to thank Thorson's Enclosed Vehicle Transportation. They will be the ones taking us all the way to the South Boston Speedway after these guys make a quick stop back in Ontario, Canada to kind of prepare and get ready for the next event. Well, that's about going to do it here from the Las Vegas Bullring. Blake Neer once again going to win the battle in the desert. We got to thank all you fans for tuning in for the first time. If you're, you know, just finding your way on over here to the Turn 3 Racing Network, we got to thank you for tuning in, and everybody on a regular basis tuning in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network to make this program what it really is. It's all about you fans, and we hope everybody is doing okay out there with the COVID-19 virus happening all around the world. Till we catch you next week from the South Boston Speedway, race fans, we hope you all stay safe, and we see you soon.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.